Hey everyone. Today we're going to talk about something that might seem a bit heavy at first, but I promise it'll change how you think about money forever. I came across a fascinating book by Bronnie Ware, a palliative nurse who spent years caring for patients in their final weeks of life. What she learned from them completely transformed my perspective on finance and life in general. This is the Finance Virtuoso channel. If you're new here, hit subscribe and the notification bell for the best money tips and tricks. You see, when people are facing their final days, they gain this incredible clarity about what truly matters. And here's the thing that really struck me: none of their top regrets were about not making more money or missing out on that big promotion. Instead, their regrets were about the experiences they missed while chasing external success. Today, I want to break down these 5 major regrets and show you how they can revolutionize your relationship with money. The first regret that many people expressed was, "I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me." Think about that for a moment. How many of us are stuck in high-paying jobs we hate because that's what society expects? Or how many of us choose certain careers just because they look impressive on paper? I've seen so many people who make 6-figure salaries but feel empty inside because they're living someone else's dream. Here's what this means for your money: instead of chasing the highest-paying job or the most prestigious career, focus on building a financial foundation that supports what you truly want to do. Maybe that means saving aggressively for a few years so you can start your own business, or perhaps it means taking a pay cut to pursue a more fulfilling career. The key is to use money as a tool to support your authentic life, not as a metric to measure your worth. The second regret was, "I wish I hadn't worked so hard." This one hits particularly close to home in the finance world. I've known so many people who postponed their lives for the next bonus, the next promotion, the next big deal. But here's the brutal truth: no one on their deathbed ever said, "I wish I'd spent more time at the office." This doesn't mean you should quit your job tomorrow, but it does mean we need to rethink our approach to work-life balance. Let me share a practical framework called time-money rebalancing. Instead of maximizing every dollar you could possibly make, ask yourself, what's the minimum income one need to live a life I love? Then, structure your work around that number. Maybe you can negotiate a 4-day workweek, or perhaps you can start a side business that eventually becomes your main gig with more flexible hours. The goal is to make your money work for your life, not the other way around. The third regret was, "I wish I had the courage to express my feelings." Now, you might wonder what this has to do with money. Actually, everything. How many times have you avoided talking about money with your partner because it felt uncomfortable? How often have you stayed silent about a raise you deserved? Our inability to discuss money openly often stems from deeper emotional barriers, and it can cost us dearly in the long run. I encourage you to start having regular money dates with yourself and your loved ones. Talk about your financial fears, your goals, and your values. Be honest about your spending habits and your savings goals. These conversations might feel awkward at first, but they're crucial for building a healthy relationship with money and preventing financial regrets down the road. The fourth regret was, "I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends." This one really gets to the heart of what wealth is all about. True wealth isn't just about the numbers in your bank account, it's about the richness of your relationships. I've seen too many people sacrifice their social connections for career advancement, only to find themselves financially successful but socially bankrupt. Here's my controversial take: sometimes, spending money on maintaining relationships is the best investment you can make. That might mean buying a plane ticket to visit an old friend, treating your family to a nice dinner, or even taking a pay cut to move closer to your loved ones. While your investment advisor might not count these as assets, they're investments in your social capital, which often yields returns far greater than any stock market investment. The fifth and final regret was, "I wish I had let myself be happier." This is perhaps the most profound lesson for our relationship with money. So many of us fall into the trap of thinking, I'll be happy when I have X amount in my bank account, or I'll enjoy life once I reach this financial milestone. But happiness isn't waiting at the finish line, it's found in the journey. This doesn't mean you should throw caution to the wind and ignore your financial responsibilities. Instead, it means finding joy in the process of building wealth. Celebrate small financial wins. Take pleasure in growing your knowledge about money. Find satisfaction in making wise financial choices that align with your values. Most importantly, allow yourself to enjoy life now, even as you're working toward your financial goals. Early in my career, I was obsessed with reaching certain income targets. I worked insane hours, missed family events, and constantly stressed about money. Then one day, I had a conversation with a mentor who asked me a simple question: what's the point of all this if you're not enjoying your life? That question changed everything. I started structuring my financial life around what brought me joy, not just what brought me more money. So here's what I want you to do: take out a piece of paper and write down your current financial goals. Now, next to each goal, write down why it matters to you. If the only answer is to have more money, that's a red flag. Your financial goals should support the life you want to live, not just pad your bank account. Remember, at the end of our lives, we won't be thinking about our investment returns or our net worth. We'll be thinking about the lives we lived, the love we shared, and the impact we made. So let's use these lessons from those who have gone before us to create a healthier, more balanced approach to money, one that serves our life goals rather than consuming them. Before I wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought: money is a tool, not a destination. Use it to build a life you won't regret. And start today, because as those facing their final days remind us, tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Thank you for watching, everyone. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe for more content about building wealth that actually matters. Until next time, remember, live rich, not just financially rich.